Hey guys, how's it going? Zombie here with ZNR Gaming, and today we are going to be looking at this week's challenges for Chapter 2, Week 2 of the Tides of War for Battlefield 5. Chapter 2 is titled A Few Good Soldiers and seems to have a large focus on the new squad conquest mode, understandably since this is the newest mode that was added to the Battlefield 5 game. In this video, I'm going to be going over all the challenges or assignments in this week's set and easy ways to achieve them. Once that is done, you will be rewarded with a weapon for the assault class that I will talk about at the end of the video. First things first, this week we are going to be going we're going to have to complete 3 rounds of squad conquest. Sorry guys, getting mixed up there. This challenge will be easy considering no matter how well you or your squad does. It doesn't really matter. All you have to do is stick it out to the end of these 3 rounds and your first challenge will be completed. Once completed, this challenge will unlock 3 additional challenges. First will be this week's bonus challenge that although not required to be completed, will land you a large number of chapter XP, moving you up in the chapter ranks if you're trying to get those new cosmetics for this chapter. This bonus objective is the Winter Cleaner, a Widow Cleaner, and is completed by wiping out an enemy squad. This will be easily acquired randomly while you're trying to complete all the other challenges or assignments for this week, since all you have to do is kill the last man in any squad and can be completed in any game mode. Now we have our top path with our first which first comes with the challenge Death Dealer. This challenge requires that you kill 15 enemies within an objective area. I recommend completing this challenge in conquest mode as it allows for a large number of objective areas, and the objective areas in this mode are larger than any other game modes. I don't know if you realized in squad conquest, if you've played it yet, but the objective mode areas are actually really small, so it kind of makes it difficult to get this achievement done. Also, with the classic conquest, it provides a very large opportunity to get either attack kills or defensive kills depending on your playstyle. Next on the top path, we find ourselves going back to the squad conquest mode to complete the score challenge. This challenge requires us to earn 5,000 points in squad conquest, again returning to the newest Battlefield 5 multiplayer mode. This score requirement should be easily achievable within a couple games, considering the score is accumulative and will continue to grow with each match instead of resetting. Before we proceed past the crossroads of this week's challenge map, I will cover the bottom path now. The first challenge on the bottom row is the Untouchable challenge, which requires you to kill 2 enemies without taking any damage. This can easily be completed by using either a sniper rifle or machine gun from the support class as a medium to long range kind of objective or tactic. I would also recommend completing this challenge on either the breakthrough mode, as you will have a general idea on where your enemies will be located. If breakout is not the game that you like to play, I would go back to the classic conquest mode again as a backup, considering you will be able to judge where your enemies will easily be in these modes. And with conquest, you also have vehicles that can be used to complete this challenge, such as airplanes with their bombs or tanks. Next on the bottom path, we have the Steady Aim challenge. This challenge requires you to get 8 headshot kills in 1 round. Again, I recommend using the recon class and playing either breakthrough or conquest, with conquest being the better choice given its larger number of enemies to kill, and if you have a good team, they cannot quickly complete the match of breakthrough by blowing up all the objectives before you have a decent amount of time to complete this challenge. I've been there many times with mastery assignments for weapons like the Lee Enfield, and little is more depressing than getting 1 or 2 kills away from completing your round kill challenge before the match ends. Now we will cross the path intersection here and look at the next 2 objectives. Completing either one of these at this point will get you to the last challenge without having to complete the other. First is max capture. This challenge requires that you capture 8 objectives. I recommend either playing the squad conquest mode or the classic conquest mode. Both give the opportunity to capture 1 objective right off the bat, right time you spawn into a match, and the opportunity to capture many more before the match ends. This is one that should be able to be completed easily by playing aggressively and communicating with your squad. I also recommend using sneaking tactics to get around enemies if you're having trouble winning firefights against enemy squads while trying to reach these objectives. Quite often you will be able to sneak around to a back objective with no enemies covering it or realizing that it's even being taken. And the lower objective here is probably the easier of the two, is the life capture assignment or challenge, which only having to capture 2 objectives in 1 life. This can easily be completed by either capturing the closest base when you spawn into a squad conquest mode, and then winning over the objective B before the enemy, or jumping into a vehicle at the start of a classic conquest mode and rushing to the closest 2 or 3 bases at the start of the match and capturing them. For these 2 challenges, aggression is key, with good teamwork as well. And the last challenge we have for this week is deployed, which requires you to call 10 supply canisters with your squad. This should be easily achievable in 1 conquest mode match, as it requires 2,450 squad points, which is easily acquirable 10 times with most squads in 1 full game of Conquest. Once all of these objectives are completed, you will be rewarded with the assault class semi-automatic rifle, the MAS 44, which the information in the game reads that the Model 44, or the Model 44 in English, was a French secret so well kept from the German army that it barely survived. Samples ended up in the hands of partisans. It didn't enter mass production until after the war. Now, the MAS 44 variant of this rifle, because there were many others that when I was trying to read, it carried a 10-round box magazine and shot the 7.5 by 54 millimeter French round, also known as the 7.5 French. And although 50,000 of these rifles were originally ordered of this variant, it seems that less than 7,000 of them were actually produced. So that's all the information I have for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what other types of videos you might want to that you might like to see, as I'm always looking forward to making more videos for this channel. And so thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next video.